Hey guys, this is Comic Can, and I read so many business books, it's not even funny. When I first started out in making comics, marketing to me was a dirty word. I was just like, marketing? What would I need to do that for? Just get in front of a camera and annoy people until they start buying my comics? That doesn't make any sense. People will just want to buy it as soon as I show them the art. And that's what I'll do. Like, I'll just post it online, and then people will be like, "Whoa, this is amazing! Where can I buy more?" And that's what I thought. That's what I thought marketing was. It's just, oh, I'm just gonna post to social media, and I guess if I get enough likes, people will start paying me money, and yeah, I'll start being pushed on the algorithm, and then I'll be a millionaire. So what I did when I first started taking this seriously back in like 2023, like early 2023, I took my first PDF of my first webcomic, Air Rider High School Hero, and I put it on this website called Global Comics. And I gave people the option to pay, I think $1.99 or maybe $2.99 as an option. It wasn't even mandatory or forced or whatever. It was just like, yo, if you want to throw me some money, then the option is there. And yeah. And I posted up, and I was just like, I got the payment link set up. Everything is ready to go. And after that, I just sat there and waited. I was just like, okay, I'm ready for my millions. So, yep, where's my money? You know, I was just waiting for the money to start rolling in and coming in. And I was just like, man, maybe I should do a Kickstarter. And I don't want to aim too high on this Kickstarter. I'll settle for $30,000, and that'll be enough money. And even that, I was just like, I don't understand why it's not blowing up. I had no understanding about marketing at all. I had no idea about traffic. I had no idea about sales. And it wasn't until I started reading the books that I'm about to show you in this video that it finally clicked for me, and I was able to make some level of sales from making Air Rider into a physical product and driving traffic from the internet, the wide world of the internet, into my email list. And then I'll tell you about one extra book that's not on this list that I don't own in person, but I've listened to the audiobook that has helped me more than anything else set my mindset in the right way. So, yeah. A lot of these books, this first book is Sell Like Crazy by Sabri Subi. And I just started reading it, and I'm already like over halfway through. I'm on page 223 because I've just been so like, the writing in this is so like, it just makes me want to keep pushing forward in it. And the thing is like, this is the latest marketing book or the latest business book I've read. And the comforting thing about it is that most of the information is literally the same as the information in any other marketing book. I'm like, oh, it's just the same basics explained in different words. And I have The Ultimate Sales Letter by Dan Kennedy. It's the same basic principles. There's a really important list that he talks about, where he talks about like what is most important for your reader. He talks about like the types of questions that you should ask yourself about who your target audience is, what kind of person they are, what kind of fears they have, what kind of desires they have, and get truly into their head so you can understand what they're looking for out of the product that you're trying to sell. And since I'm trying to sell comics, or since I'm trying to sell my story, I'm trying to figure out like what type of feeling do people want out of the thing that I'm creating. So that book helped me understand that. This is another book by the same creator, and that was helpful as well. And then the series of books that I'm about to tell you right now, I actually got it off of a video from this other guy named Hamza online, and I used to watch a lot of his videos, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna look smacks and do all this stuff, and and he did a video on a specific marketing book called .com Secrets by Russell Brunson, which really helps with like the literal basics of marketing, and it showed how to actually get started. I've listened to it on audiobook so many times and tried to understand its principles and apply them to my own comics and my business and whatnot. And I have basically the whole trilogy. I've got it on audiobook and I've got it in physical copies, so I can reference them whenever I need to. It's top tier information. All of this has top tier information, and like I was saying, it's similar information to what you would find in this book here, Sell Like Crazy. So having those books as resources is like is great for comics, but it's hard to find a parallel, because most of these are for like either information products or products that aren't entertainment based. Like it's hard to sell comics until you actually have comics to sell. But that's just something you figure out over time. So this series is by Alex Hormozy, and it's called $100 million offers. I actually bought this off of an Instagram ad that he posted up for only like $15. So it was the whole series of books that he created. $100 million leads. So offers was really important because it helped me understand like what makes people want to buy. And it's in the subtitle of the book, how to make offers so good that people feel stupid saying no. So it's like, how can I apply this to comics? What is an offer for a comic that is so good that makes people feel stupid saying no? Like, I'm wondering what could I do to sell that? It's the same with leads. Leads is how you find customers or how you find potential readers for your book and attract them so that they can look at what you're doing. And then money models is actually, I'm not quite sure what it is, but I think it says it in the subtitle is like how to make money. I haven't read through this book yet, but I'm pretty sure it's like, okay, the money model for making, let's say, manga, there's a whole industry behind making manga, and that's how you make money in that industry. Whereas the money model in webcomics is you basically put the comic out there for free, and then eventually you compile all the pages into a physical book, and then you can make money off of it that way. So yeah, it's a little bit different than, like, those are two different, like, I guess, money models, and that's what I'm guessing is in that book. So I have to read it and take a look at it. The last couple of books I'm going to show you are my introduction into marketing comics for webcomic creators. So the first one that I read was How to Make Webcomics, and it was by these four guys who they had this podcast called Webcomics Weekly, and it was probably one of the most hilarious podcasts I had ever listened to in my entire life up until that point. And I was just like, this is gold. And they would just come on every week and just joke on everything, joke on each other, and talk about like making webcomics for a living. Like, they were all supporting their families off of the web comics they were making, and they compiled all their information into this book. They were all making comic strips, basically like making Peanuts, like the Peanuts comic strip. They were making that for the internet, and that was their form of making web comics. It wasn't long form storytelling; it was more of a day-to-day strip. And then one of the creators, Brad Geiger, creator of Evil Inc., he did a spin-off book called the Webcomics Handbook, and I have yet to read through the entire thing, but a lot of this has helped me understand what I should do to get my comics up there, up online, and basically take the steps to make it into a full-time gig. And then the last one of the webcomic publishing group is the Complete Guide to Self-Publishing Comics. And yeah, this is by two creators that they are really, really good at drawing. And I'm not sure about their storytelling. I haven't really read their stuff, but yeah, they have like their own unique art style, and I think they've been able to make a living at making their comics online as well. So I learned a lot from this book as well, and those are the ones that will teach you specifically how to make web comics into a career. I don't know if the information in them is outdated, but I think by the mere fact that we have like AI and stuff out these days, there's a lot of new things that you can do to apply the same basic tactics to old ideas, or like tried and true tested ideas. So the last couple of books that I'll tell you about before I end the video is the One-Page Marketing Plan by Alan Dibb. He talks about how marketing doesn't have to be difficult. You can take basically all the information that you'll find in .com secrets, expert secrets, traffic secrets. You can take all that information that you'll find in those books and put it into a one-page document of how you're going to generate traffic, nurture those leads, nurture the traffic, and then convert the traffic into money. Basically taking the customer from potential customer to engaged customer to converted customer who wants to give you money for your product that you're providing. And the last one, which I read before going to the Qbert School, is called The Perennial Seller by Ryan Holiday. And his book was the first one that I ever read to really stress the importance of having an email list, having traffic that you own, to where you can't get booted off your own email list, but social media can boot you off anytime they want. YouTube could take my account tomorrow. Twitter could kick me off anytime. Instagram could delete my account. But my email list is where all the traffic that I own lives, so I can always nurture them and talk to them directly. And people are more likely to see what you send because you're in their email rather than on social media where you just look at the post for a second and then scroll right past. So creating something that lasts, creating work that lasts, that's what that book is about. And then having an email list, your own platform, to where you have collected emails, you have people that you can reach whenever you have a creation that you put out. And so when you put out a creation, you already have people that want to buy the creation. And that way you can sell over and over again. Like anytime you have a new product, hey, your email list is right there. So, yep, those are the things that help me learn about marketing. I'll give one special mention to Comics Launch, which taught me exactly how to launch Air Rider as a comic on Kickstarter, and taught me how to actually sell it, position it, and get as much money as I did. Like, I thought I was gonna get like, oh, $30,000 and whatnot, but you need bigger numbers for that type of thing. And I didn't think I could make any type of money off of the little platform that I had, the few people, the few followers that I had. But during that time, I think I was able to make a total of over $5,000 through the first and the second campaign, just off of the very few followers that I had at the time. So, yeah, that's it for this basically comics marketing video. Those are the books that will help you train your mindset to get started in making comics that not only will sell, but give you an idea of how to market them and put them out there. So that's pretty much it for this video. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention my own comic that I have, my latest webcomic, Saintly. It is a demon chase horror action comedy about two best friends who have to outrun the demon loan sharks that they borrowed from. Basically, it's like Scooby-Doo meets K-pop Demon Hunters without the K-pop. And the story backs the main character into a corner where she has to decide between the hard path to success or lose her soul to the lure of easy money. And we get to see the ramifications of her choice, and if she can hide this deal with the devil from her friend, or if it will tear them apart. And I hope you read my comic in the description and check out the story. It should appear in your email inbox or your spam folder if you don't see it. And that's going to be it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.